Does he not?
No, he just said naked after that.
Oh, you're not wearing it? Where's your shirt?
Are you filming?
You guys are a bunch of sperm bags.
Oh!
Can we edit this part out?
Now, we are fucked.
Hey guys, this is Zach.
Hey!
He doesn't know what the video is about yet.
Yep. I had an epiphany in my room earlier where I was like, hey, let's just not tell him what it's about because he's obviously clueless.
That's Zach, that's Jasper. They both make beats.
Yeah, except I'm not now. 541 Heat Gunslinger. Go look me up. Hit me up for the collab.
Jasper.
Jasper. Zach, you want to get started?
What are we doing, man?
Just go for it.
Just describe it as much detail.
As much detail as you can describe it.
It was a long night.
Okay.
Alright.
This worked so far.
Honestly, it was really difficult to come to terms with it.
This is working.
But like, when I woke up in a coffee bag, like a fucking, like one of them giant coffee sacks that they hold like in Costa Rica and in like South America.
Like for beans?
Yeah, like the coffee bean
No.
bag. And there was a horse standing over me.
Oh no! Okay, Zach, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
We'll tell you what the video is about. We're talking about how you lost your virginity.
Duh.
A horse.
Alright guys, so today we're talking about how we lost our V card.
If we have.
Yeah, we're finding out if we lost it first.
Yeah.
Alright, so who wants to go first? Knows it. Oh, you have to go first. How'd you lose your virginity?
If you guys
Zach?
didn't have enough of the first story.
Have you lost your virginity?
I lost my virginity in a closet.
How did you lose your virginity?
A goat named Sam.
How did you lose your virginity?
Pterodactyl.
How did you lose your virginity?
Bagel roll.
Jasper, how did you lose your have sex?
I was in the forest and I was next to a creek. I was playing a festival that my dad hooked me up with, and he was like, "Hey, let's do this thing." And we were camping together for the first time.
A childhood festival, like a nice.
No, it's like all the parents are like on psychedelics and shit. Oh God.
And you're camping?
We were camping, so we had a tent.
Oh, they had a tent!
Oh, tent.
Tent fuck.
Reenactment time.
Alright, I'll be the tent.
Oh, Jasper, just fuck me already.
I don't know if this is working.
Oh, it's good enough because you're so cute.
So we were in the woods camping at this music festival. And like, okay, so like it gets super late. Like the first night, we're like walking by the stand that has like free condoms out the whole time. We're just like, ooh yeah, like we should grab them. Like nobody's gonna see us grab them, right? Like, oh my God, we're like, what, almost 15 years old. We gotta grab condoms. We're like walking back and forth past the like booth with free condoms at this festival.
Did you know how many you'd need?
And we grabbed a handful once we actually grabbed them.
Oh, okay.
But that kind of ruins the story. You shouldn't put that in. So we keep walking back and forth the first night, and then like eventually we're just like, let's just go to bed. So we just go to our tent and we just go to bed, and then we wake up the next day, and like then it's nighttime and it's dark again. We're thinking the same thing, and we're just like, okay, let's actually do it this time. Not just do it, but before that, we gotta grab the condoms. So the night goes on, and we eventually walk past the booth, and I think she just grabbed a handful. I don't think I was the one to grab them.
Grabbed a
Story of my
handful of what?
And we go back to our tent later that night, and we're like completely naked. We're like, we're gonna have sex for the first time. And then
Most people don't.
my dad drunkenly walks up to our tent and is like, yo, hey,
Can I join?
No, he's like, hey Jasper, hey Jab, like, you should probably get the drum set out of the rain. And I'm just like, what? And he's like, yeah, their set's almost over. You should get out here and watch over the drums. I'm like, I didn't bring drums. Like, why would I get out of the tent? But he's like drunk and outside of my tent trying to get me to get out. So I'm like, okay, this sounds important. And like, we're naked at this point in the tent. And so I am like, shit, well, it sounds important. We should put our clothes back on and go see what's up with this drum set that my dad's talking about. So we get up for like 2 hours. The show goes on. We're like, what the hell? This show isn't even over. We don't have to do shit with the drum set. We go back into the tent. were like really fucking cold, but then eventually we're like, oh yeah, we still want to fuck. Like, that's still a thing. So it was still really cold though. So we just left our shirts on and had sex.
Alright, Gabe, you tell us your story.
My first one, mine was kind of so there's this girl, right? We were in love. So she was like, yo, why haven't we done shit? So I was like, alright, fine, bet.
Bet. Bet.
So I just hit it from the back. No, it actually started, it was when I was 19, like about to be 19, so maybe like 18.
It was 18, legal. This is all illegal.
I met her on Tinder, and she seemed like a nice gal with a really big, nice, rich house. So I was like, fine, I'm in it for the long haul. We started hanging out, and I was nervous the whole time, but we started cuddling. And by this time, I found out I was gonna be her 10th guy she slept with.
Oh.
And she's gonna be my first. So I was like, I want a 10 ratio.
Getting that experience.
Yes, I was gonna have that experienced loose vag, if you know what I'm saying. 2 nights after that, three or so, she's going to a party, and I'm like, what if she does stuff? I'm like nervous the whole time. It's like my first real girlfriend.
Oh.
Sure enough, 4 hours go by at the party. She hasn't texted me, messaged me, anything. I go to bed.
She lost her virginity.
No, she was at 10. She's at 11 now. So I go to bed. I wake up to messages being like, I'm so sorry, babe. I have to tell you what happened. I have to tell you what I did. I didn't mean to. I was drunk. Blah, 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 blah. Find out she slept with someone at that party. So I was bummed because I wasn't going to be number 10 anymore. And I was going to have to be 11.
Wait,
Yeah.
I thought you would have been 11.
I would have been 10. That's what I was saying.
Double
Yeah,
digits,
sorry.
Rob.
But yeah. I'm like, it's okay, we're just done. And then she's kind of sad. And so for like a couple days, I kind of just talked to her about how I was like, hey, it's okay, I wasn't that good of a guy anyways. She's kind of depressed and shit, like, about how she ruined it and stuff. And I was like, just whatever. We went and we laid down and looked at stars one night after I picked her up drunk from Sherry's. And while laying there, she rolled over, we hugged and kissed. And that would have been a romantic time to lose my V card, but that's not where that happened. We just started dating again. And then like a week later, we finally just did it, and it was lit.
Where were you?
In her room.
In her room?
Yeah.
Was it a room that her parents gave her?
Yes, it was kind of like I threw it with her mom.
Oh, dude, yeah. And I brought her dad in. Hey, the whole squad was there.
But then she moaned Zach instead of my name.
Bert.
Alright, but can we reenact mine? I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. I'm so not used to this.
I'm not sexy enough for you. Fuck you.
I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. I don't even know what to do.
I don't like you.
Yeah, you do. You probably
I'm not sexy enough for you.
Are you gonna go cheat on me?
Nah, I'm gonna go all the man.
It's okay, he deserved it.
I'm gonna go get boned at a party, you dick.
Who are you?
I'm Jasper's dad, I'm drunk. You should probably
Why
get
are
your
you-
drum set.
Why are you hearing my story?
Oh I thought this was my son's tent.
I'm gonna go some dude at a party. You go help him with the drum set.
That's how we lost our V card, and he's not.
He's just an asexual virgin.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine.
I'm a
love him.
flower. Perfect baby.
We love him.
So please subscribe, guys. Hit that like button. Comment your favorite sex story.
Oh, Dad.
And tell us how you lost your V card. Unless you're underage, and that would be revealing.
That's messed up. And do not do that because I don't want to deal with the legal penalties.
No, wait. How'd you lose your V card in 5 words or less?